Hey guys, this is Jam of JamOnline.ph and we're here at Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia for the launch of the world's first smartphone with quad rear camera, the Samsung Galaxy A9. So the Samsung Galaxy A9 is a really exciting smartphone as the smartphone features a 4 rear lens camera and it has a different functions, but later on we will discuss that. But first, let's talk about the specifications of the Galaxy A9. So the Samsung Galaxy A9 will feature a 6.3-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display. It is powered by a Qualcomm Snapdragon 660 octa-core processor. There's a 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage. And of course, there's Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, AGPS, LTE, dual SIM, 3,800 mAh of battery, and it's running on Android 8.0 Oreo. So here's the interesting part about the smartphone. So the Samsung Galaxy A9 features these cameras. So first we got here a telephoto lens, a 2x optical zoom with an f2.4. It's a 10 megapixel telephoto lens. We got a main camera which is a 24 megapixel main camera with a f1.7 aperture. There's a 120 degrees ultra wide angle lens camera with an 8 megapixel sensor and f2.4 aperture, and then we got here a 5 megapixel depth sensor with an aperture f2.2. And of course we got here the front camera which is a 24 megapixel f2.0. So I know it basically Galaxy A9 combines the best features that we're looking for a camera. We got here a telephoto lens for optical zooming. We got here the standard lens which has an aperture of 1.7, which is pretty amazing, combined with the SD660. And then of course we got here the depth sensor for better bokeh and better portraits. And lastly, we got here the 120 degree wide angle lens for wider shots. And in our experience with the Galaxy A7, we're pretty happy with that one, and especially now we got here a better camera, better processor, better everything. So the Galaxy A9 will definitely feature a better camera compared to the A7 and probably will cater to the mobile photographers. So when it comes to performance, the Galaxy A9 still shines as this one packs a Snapdragon 660 processor. And then of course we got 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage. Unfortunately, the variant that will be coming here in the Philippines is only the 6 gigs plus 128 gig. But come on, why would you need more than 128 gigs of internal storage? I'm pretty sure that most games and most videos and photos would fit on that one. But in case that one isn't fitting for you, you could actually add a micro SD card because this one features a micro SD card slot. So the Samsung Galaxy A9 features a premium build quality. On the side or the frame of the smartphone, we got here a metal frame which is really solid and very premium to hold. And at the back and the front, we got here a really good looking and premium feeling glass. I actually like the feel of the glass of the smartphone. And at the back, we got here a curved glass back, which is why the smartphone feels better to hold despite having a 6.3-inch display. I mean, thanks to the curved glass back, we got a better ergonomic, better handling, and it's more comfortable to the hand. And unlike the Samsung Galaxy A7 2018, the Galaxy A9 features a fingerprint scanner which can be found at the back. I believe that this one is a lot better compared to the one on the side. However, the Galaxy A7 looks better because it doesn't have the fingerprint scanner at the back and it's actually hidden at the power button of the smartphone. Thankfully, the Samsung Galaxy A9 uses a USB Type-C, and don't worry, there's a headphone jack on this smartphone, and of course, there's this speaker grill. So you don't have to worry about playing games and also listening to music, or probably playing PUBG Mobile and you want to use your headset and also charge your smartphone. Well, thankfully, you wouldn't have to choose one of them because there's a charging port and then there's the headphone jack. So the smartphone does have a large display. We got here 6.3-inch Full HD Plus Super AMOLED display. This display is actually pretty bright. It's actually really good. The colors are really vivid. However, I have yet to try this one outside. But so far, I really like the quality and the screen size of the smartphone. And unfortunately, for those who are looking for the notch, we do not have the notch here. It's kind of like the Samsung's direction that you don't need the notch. You just have to have a good display and just thick or probably thin bezels over here. Well, speaking of the bezel, well, the bezel of the smartphone isn't that thick, which is just fine for me. But you know, there's a rounded corners, and if you miss the notch, unfortunately, there's no notch in here. So we have tried the Samsung Galaxy A9 at the launch earlier, and so far I was really amazed with the camera quality of the smartphone. The telephoto lens, the standard lens, the wide-angle lens, they are really awesome. And speaking of these three cameras, you could actually change the cameras on the camera application itself. So you can either choose from wide-angle, telephoto lens, or the main rear camera. The main rear camera is actually pretty good. It can capture really good low light, and it's far better compared to the Samsung Galaxy A7. Maybe because of the Snapdragon 660 chipset, which has a better image signal processing, and of course the Galaxy A9 features a better camera. And again, we got here a quadruple lens camera, not triple but quadruple. Okay, so I think that's it for the Samsung Galaxy A9. So overall, I actually like the Samsung Galaxy A9. The build quality is better. It's really premium. There's a Snapdragon 660 processor inside, which is powerful enough to run most games and applications without problems. However, the Samsung Galaxy A9 will be available in the Philippines in two colors only, in lemonade blue and caviar black. Here's another thing. The smartphone will be available for 30 to 990, which is a little bit steep for me. But considering that this is Samsung smartphone, we got a premium build quality over the A7. We got the world's first quadruple camera. I think this one would, you know, be in your books or in your list this Christmas. And again, December 1, 32,990. We got a quadruple lens camera. I believe it isn't the best camera that we can find in its price range, or probably well, we're not actually sure, but it's actually really good. That's the thing. It's actually really good. However, I have yet to try other smartphones at the same price range, but so far I really like the camera quality of the smartphone. And the best part about this one is that we got quadruple lens camera. You have the option to choose between an ultra wide angle, the telephoto lens, and also the standard lens. This one is really interesting, especially for those who love to take wide-angle photos. Again, the wide-angle shots of this one is pretty great compared to other smartphones below 30,000 with a wide-angle lens. It's actually interesting because we might see the Galaxy S feature triple lens camera, dual lens camera, and the Plus version would probably have a triple or quadruple lens camera. And I actually like the idea that we have the option to choose between an ultra-wide-angle lens, the telephoto lens, and the standard lens. This one is really interesting. I hope that other companies, especially those who are focusing on the imaging department, would focus on having this kind of cameras or sensors. So yeah, I guess that's it for our quick review of the Samsung Galaxy A9. So if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, well, now's the time to subscribe. So once again, I am jamonline.ph, and don't forget to check out our Facebook page, jamonline.ph, official Facebook group, and of course my website at jamonline.ph. Once again, I'm jamonline.ph, and thanks for watching our video about the Samsung Galaxy A9.